Now, if you're at all in the market for a smartphone this year and you're looking for a Google smartphone, you have a ton of new options. Google's released 3 basically new smartphones to the market this year. They have the Pixel 5, the Pixel 4a 5G, and the Pixel 4a. So it can be hard to judge which one is the best option for you. That's why I went ahead and created this video. This video is going to go ahead and compare all 3 of those Pixel brands, and I'm going to tell you which one is going to give you the most bang for your buck and which one I definitely recommend. Having used 2 out of the 3 phones myself, I have the Pixel 5 and the Pixel 4a. I can give you my consensus on which one I think is worth your money. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video and get started with the comparison. So actually, let's start off with the runt of the litter, and that's going to be the Pixel 4a. And you can call this, well, no, it's actually Google's budget version of a smartphone this year. It's not going to have all the beefy specifications. It's not going to have all that stuff that in the end impacts the cost and effect on your wallet. But without a doubt, one of the best advantages for picking up the Pixel 4a is going to be its price tag. It's coming in only at $349, and for that price point, you're getting a 5.8-inch OLED display, a 1 camera setup at a 12.2 megapixel camera, the Snapdragon 730G processor, 128 gigs of storage, and 6 gigs of RAM with a 3140 milliamp hour battery. Now, like I said, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I've used these phones, and one of the things I can tell you from the lowest Pixel 4a to the highest one that they have, the Pixel 5, is the user experience across the board is basically going to be the same. Yeah, sure, on the spec sheet, there are some differences between the higher and the lower end, but one of the biggest benefits you're getting, other than the fact that the majority of the designs of these Pixel phones look pretty much identical across the board, is that you're getting Android at its purest form. And without a doubt, that's been one of the joys of using a Pixel phone, especially coming from another operating system or coming from another Android phone, is you really do realize that using a Pixel phone gives you that raw user experience that Google intends Android to be. Android 11 is a pure joy to use. It's fluid, it's nice, it doesn't feel bogged down at all. And no matter which Pixel brand you choose this year, whether you're going with the 4a, 4a 5G, or the 5, you're basically guaranteed to have that great Google user experience. And I think that's one of the things that Google has kind of made a forefront of any of the Pixel phones they released this year, is just to make sure no matter which one you purchase, you're getting a great user Android experience. We interrupt this video just to ask you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so and you're enjoying the video at all. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. Now that being said, at $349, the Pixel 4a is really a great offer, and it's probably going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. That camera system takes some really impressive pictures for that price point, and the Android system is tailor-made for this phone. So even with a lower processor, you're still not having too many hiccups going in and out of applications. Just generally navigating the phone overall felt really smooth. There wasn't any too much slowness in the phone itself that really came into play because of the processor. The only real slowness that I experienced with the Pixel 4a is when you're taking photos. So when you take photos with the camera, sometimes it does take a little while for the process to completely develop the photo. So you wouldn't see the full quality of the photograph immediately. But if you can wait a minute or two, you're still getting some really great photos with the Pixel, and you're not seeing too many stutters. So you're not going to get some of the high-end stuff like the IP water resistance or the high refresh rate or the reverse wireless charging. These are things that are really reserved for the higher level Pixel 5. Speaking of which, let's look at the Pixel 5. So for $699, you're basically getting a 6-inch display with a 2 camera setup, 12.2 megapixel standard camera and a 16 megapixel ultra wide. You're getting a Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G with 128 gigs of storage and 8 gigs of RAM and a 4000 milliamp hour battery. So the biggest difference between the Pixel 5 and the Pixel 4a 5G, which is Google's mid-range phone, is that the Pixel 5 is going to be the top of the line. It's going to have all those bells and whistles we talked about before. It's going to have the water resistant IP rating, IP68 rating. It's going to have the 90 hertz refresh rate on the screen. It's going to have the dual SIM capability, wireless charging, reverse wireless charging. If you're looking for those things as a staple mark for a smartphone, then without a doubt, the Pixel 5 is going to be kind of your pick because it has those things stamped directly on the box. But if you're going to put money on the table and you were to ask me which phone I would pick, it would probably be leaning more towards the Pixel 4a 5G. I think overall, this is the phone that's going to give you the most bang for your buck. If you're going to pick up a Pixel 4a at $349, you spend an extra $50 and you're getting a bigger display, a bigger battery, an additional camera, a better processor, and you're adding access to 5G network if you're lucky enough to be near a 5G network anyway. Whereas if you're looking at the Pixel 5 for an extra $200, you're getting the same processor as the Pixel 4a 5G, a slight bump in the battery, camera setup is basically exactly the same, but you are adding those additional bells and whistles like the higher refresh rate, the water resistance, the reverse wireless charging, but I just don't see that translating into a $200 price jump over the Pixel 4a 5G. And if you put apples to oranges, I really do think that the 4a 5G is giving you a lot more bang from the Pixel 4a and to the Pixel 5 than you would be getting purchasing the Pixel 5 from the Pixel 4a 5G. Now, like I said, even though I'm suggesting that the Pixel 4a 5G is going to give you the most bang for your buck, if you're looking for the latest and greatest thing, you probably want to go with the Pixel 5, or if you're just looking to save a couple of bucks, the Pixel 4a is going to be a great choice as well. Again, one of the biggest benefits of any of these phones is the user experience that you can expect to get from pure Android running on these devices. So no matter what choice you make, it's going to be the correct choice for you. It really just comes down to what's on paper and what you're looking for in your mobile device. Anyway, I would love to know what you guys think. Which phone are you interested in? Which one did you pick up? Which one are you going to pick up? Go ahead and share your thoughts and comments in the comment section right down below this video. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and bell for notification, because all of that stuff definitely helps the channel out. Also, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the review for the Pixel 5 and the Pixel 4a so you can check those out there. And as always, guys, make sure to stay safe out there. And until I see you next time, peace out.